Welcome back everyone to another episode of the Bayern Munich Career Mode series, and this will be the 19th episode of this series. And before we get into anything, I want to thank you guys for all the support you gave on the last episode. If we can try and get over 70 likes on this episode, that would be greatly appreciated. And if you did miss the last episode, there will be a card in the top right corner. Go ahead and click on the eye and it will take you back to the last episode. But in this episode, we are edging ever so closer to the end of the first season here. We're going to be starting things off here with a really important cup game against Mönchengladbach, the semi-finals of the Deutsche Pokal. We certainly do want to try and win some domestic silverware this season, so hopefully we can win that game. We also have a very important game here against Wolfsburg in the league away from home, and we're trying to battle against Leverkusen for the title, so we also need to win this game. And the team that we're going to be facing in the Champions League semi-final is revealed now. It's going to be Real Madrid. A pretty big test then. It's going to be very difficult, and we are going to be playing the first leg in this episode. Not really the easiest teams that we could have come up against. We had Dortmund and Arsenal that we could have got, but of course we end up getting Real Madrid. And from this player training session, we do end up seeing Henrichs going up to a 69, so he's developing nicely. But we are now going into the first game of the episode in the Deutsche Pokal semi-final against Mönchengladbach. And we're having to make quite a few changes for this game offensively and also defensively as well. Lewandowski is completely shot of fitness, so we're going to be doing a bit of an experiment in this game by playing Royce up front. We're going to be playing Draxler and Robben on the wings as well because Koeman and also Costa are a little bit tired. Kimmich and Sanchez are commanding the central midfield roles in the absence of Thiago and Vidal. And Xabi Alonso is our standing captain with Philipp Lahm very tired once again. And Hysaj will be replacing him at right back with Schüller coming in for Hummels and Bernat coming in for Alaba. And we've also got Donnarumma starting in this game. He's no Neuer, but he's certainly very capable to hold his own with that 85 rating. Bit of a surprise there seeing Stuttgart as one of the 4 remaining teams, but we also have Dortmund in the other semi-final. With a few first team players absent for this game, I'm really not too sure how this game is going to go, but I'm hopeful that we can get the win. Renato Sanchez in here to Kimmich, trying to play it back here to Bernat. There's not really too much space to play with, but it's going to be here to Alonso, going for a shot. Not a good effort though, that's a really poor effort by our midfielder. Great interception, Bernat, that's what I like to see. It's going to be Draxler now, playing it inside. And again, it's a really good splitting pass here for Royce, going for on goal and having a shot. And he does end up scoring the first goal of the game against his former club. And of course, he is doing the sorry celebration. He's not going to be celebrating against his former club. Royce does score the first goal of the game, tucking it past Sommer. And that's actually his first goal in this competition so far this season. And it's the one that gives us the lead here. Taking it forward now with El Cid Hysaj. We can keep on running forward. This is good play. And there's a bit of space inside here for Marco Reus. And try and hold it up and play it here to Sanchez. Oh, good challenge there. Kept hold of it though. And we played it inside for Sanchez with the shot. And that should be a penalty. And it is indeed going to be a penalty. And that's a really poor challenge by the defender. I wasn't sure why the ref was trying to play an advantage there. Maybe he thought that I could have a shot with Sanchez. But it's a really poor challenge there by Elvedi, I think his name is. But we do have the chance to make it 2-0 here from the spot. Jan Sommer looking very worried with this one because it's Marco Reus once again. And we're going to try and get this one into the bottom left-hand corner. We'll change our mind and it's the right decision. Jan Sommer stays down the middle. Considering the high-profile players that are missing from this lineup, this is a really good start to the game. I'm very happy with this. It's now going to be Borussia Mönchengladbach trying to find a response in this game. They're going to try and play it forward. They've got a bit of space and Raphael goes for goal. And what a shot that is, and a great goal by the Brazilian. No idea where that came from Raphael, but that's his 5th goal in the competition so far. And that's an absolute thunderous strike from the midfielder. Completely caught me off guard there, and it certainly did for Donnarumma as well. And I think even if we had Neuer in goal, he probably wouldn't have saved that one. Draxler piling on the pressure, but they still keep hold of it. And now it's going to be here to Stindl on this right-hand side, playing it. Nice little 1-2. We need to make sure we defend this properly. We haven't really done so far, and that's really poor from me, and they almost get the chance to equalise there had it not been for Donnarumma. Sanchez trying to bully the player there, and he does end up winning the ball back really well. Taking it forward here for Kimmich. And again, we'll play this one and try and get it over the top for Kimmich once again. Really good play by Sanchez. And what a finish that is by Kimmich to complete off a really well-rounded move. And it's the midfield pairing there of Sanchez and Kimmich really proving to be wondrous. And it's a brilliant ball over the top and a great interception in the first place. And we do restore our 2-goal lead in this game, making it 3-1 with a goal there for Kimmich. And at half-time in this game, it's really been all us. We've been very, very dominant. You look at the stats there, it's actually a very even game. And we've just been very, very clinical so far. It's now going to be Hazard playing it inside for Christoph Kramer. Once a very good talent and still is pretty good. And they actually end up making it 3-2. And straight away from kickoff, it's just madness there in the box. And straight away there from kickoff, it's really poor defending by me in the box. I should have closed down Stindl, but I just didn't want to give away a penalty. When the AI do that backing off on you like that, just trying to hold up the ball in the box, you just don't want to try and make the challenge. And probably deservedly so, they get themselves another goal in this game. But it's 3-2, we're still in the lead, and we need to make sure that we keep hold of that. It's going to be Raphael playing it inside to Hazard. And again, they have another crack at goal. It's a really good long shot. And how on earth they almost scored that one as well, I do not know. That would have been outrageous. Robben is going to try and play this one forward here to Muller. We've got a bit of space and pace now. We can get that overlapping run going. Here we go. It's Draxler trying to go for a shot, but a good save there by Sommer. We do now have a corner, though, which we're going to try and whip to the far post if possible. It's a really good delivery as well, and Muller ends up winning the header, and he does end up making it 4-2, and I think that's pretty much put the result beyond doubt. So in the end, it's a very comprehensive 4-2 victory here against Mönchengladbach. Although we did leak a couple of goals, I felt like there were very good goals that they did score. And in particular, a very good performance there by Marco Reus, getting himself a brace. Kimmich, though, did end up getting man of the match, getting himself a goal and an assist. And we'll have to find out very soon which team we will be facing, but I've got a feeling we are going to be having a bit of a Der Klassiker final. Stuttgart could pull off a shock result, but I've got a feeling it's going to be a Dortmund-Bayern final. And only a few days later, we now have this game against Wolfsburg in the league, and this is going to be a vital game for us to win. We're currently sitting level on points, as you'll see in a minute with Leverkusen, and we really, really need to win this game. We did have a 2-point deficit in them at the end of last episode, so clearly they've dropped some points somewhere. But this game will see a lot of first team players returning for this game. They have been rested and they should be ready for action. We currently have the best away record as well, so that could go in our favour, but at the same time, I really hope we don't get a draw. Wolfsburg don't really have the strongest lineup compared to previous seasons, and it's good to see that they don't have Ricardo Rodriguez. Arguably one of their strongest players are missing in this game, and that's good to see. And of course it is going to be Julian Draxler coming up against his former side. Hopefully he can do the business like Reus did against Mönchengladbach. It's going to be Asquez going for a shot early on in this game, and it's only just wide there. That would have been some hell of a goal. Mario Gomez is going to go for a shot, and Neuer's forced to make a save. We have the chance to break at pace now with Costa going forward and playing this one inside. It's a good ball here to Koeman on the overlap, and we should really score this one, but it's a poor finish there, and Benaglio catches it. We have a good opportunity here now. We play it inside. It's a good pass here to Sanchez on the turn. He keeps hold of it and has a shot, but a great save by Benaglio. Up here's Kingsley Coman, trying to cut back inside. It's a good little bit of pace here. And we'll play it inside once again. Thiago here to Sanchez with the shot, but a great save again by Benaglio. Lewandowski playing a brilliant ball forward here for Douglas Costa, who is onside. We're going to keep running and have a shot. Great save, but it's fallen back to him, and how has he not scored that one? Jesus, is that a good save or is that just a terrible miss? I don't know. So at half-time in this game, we're currently drawing 0-0, and I have to say with the chances we've created, we should have done better. Hopefully in the second half, we can find that goal to take us in the league, because we really do need to win this game. And we've got a lot of pace and space here for Koeman, all of a sudden broken through the defence, and he's going to try and play it across. And oh dear, it's going to be an own goal there for Philip Wolscheid. The ex-Stoke defender there really not doing too well tracking back, and he does turn it into his own net. And it's now going to be played here to Renato Sanchez with a really good effort, and what a long shot that is by Renato Sanchez. There wasn't really too much else on, so I thought I'd go for a crack, because we haven't really gone for too many long shots in a while. And take about Renato Sanchez, it's another really incredible strike to add to the many he's scored this season. He's certainly scored some bangers this season, Renato Sanches all the way from pre-season up to now, and it's a really good finish to make it 2-0. Going to be Vieirinha now on the ball, the Portuguese midfielder getting it into the middle, and it's fallen there for Gomez, and they do end up scoring to make it 2-1. And over the past couple of games, we've had a really bad habit of conceding just after scoring. It happened in the Gladbach game, and it's happened once again, and Gomez scores against his former club. It's going to be Daniel Caligiuri trying to get the cross in. Great interception, Lahm though. Although that's not really a good pass, and we're in a bit of trouble here. What is going on? No! How have we conceded that? For God's sake, that's such a shitty goal to concede. That really is the pinnacle of terrible by me. What was I trying to do there with that pass? It's played inside, and once again, it's Mario Gomez, his clinical finishing, scoring that one. Literally within 10 minutes, this game has been turned on its head, and it's all because of my poor defending. I can't believe this game has turned from being complete piss easy to just we're struggling. We are really struggling. Wolfschied almost scoring and making up for scoring an own goal there from that corner. I'm genuinely, I just, how have we drawn that game? Honestly, how have we drawn that game? We were 2-0 up in a commanding position, and of course, once again, I go and bottle the lead. The first goal that Mario Gomez scored, fair enough, great finish. The second goal though, why on earth did Lahm pass it back to Boateng? I do not know. I was aiming for Sanches in midfield, and he passes it back into such a silly position. And of course, that's going to cause us all sorts of troubles because they were going attacking, trying to look for the equaliser. It's genuinely just not good enough, though. The fact we got a draw out of that game and not a win, I think that could be the league title over for us now. Even though we are now top of the table, it's only because Leverkusen haven't played their next game. It's just, I can't believe we got a draw from that game. Great. Just great. Honestly, as if things couldn't be getting any worse, we have a training injury and Boateng is out for 6 weeks. I honestly think we have no hope now. We are completely screwed. Süle is going to have to step up big time. And the only 3 players that are looking any decent at the moment is Tom Roth, Torben Graf, and also this guy Schaefer. I'm going to go ahead and sign up Schaefer, and for the rest of these 2 players, I'm just going to leave them in the scout report. It is now time for the final game of the episode, and this will of course be against Real Madrid in the Champions League semi-final first leg. Once again, we're having to combat with a few fitness issues, and we also have an injury in the face of Boateng. And with the fitness issues we've got, we're seeing Renato Sanches and Vidal missing out, and Lewandowski is also missing out. He'll be on the bench for this game with Müller playing up front. And similar to the Deutsche Pokal, Dortmund are in the other side of our group. Real Madrid lineup is looking a bit of a strange one. They've got some interesting players that they've signed. Luis Gustavo in particular, I'm not really too sure why they've signed him. He's a good signing, don't get me wrong, but seeing him and Casemiro paired up in midfield is a bit weird. Bale has skinned me there for pace, and he's going to play it forward here for Benzema. Trying to play it inside maybe, and they have found a ball inside, but Neuer's made a really good save there from James Rodriguez. Oh, that's a really good interception. It's going to be Müller going through on goal. We really should score this one. How? How have I missed that? Oh my god, I was trying to place it into the corner and be clever, but instead I've just messed that one up. We'll play this one inside here to Hysaj. Finding a good ball here to Marco Reus, trying to turn around the defender and have a shot. That should be a penalty. And it is indeed going to be a chance to give us the lead here. Really poor challenge there from Carvajal. I was being taken out wide. It was good defending until he made the challenge. And it is going to be Thomas Müller to try and score this penalty. Hopefully we can score this one. Another save. You have honestly got to be fucked. To be fair, it was a good save there by Navas from the penalty, but it wasn't exactly the best penalty I've ever taken. Just take me back to that Mönchengladbach game. Honestly, I was playing so well in that one, scoring freely. And in the most important game we've played this season, arguably, in the Champions League, I just don't have my finishing boots on. We're dragging out a few defenders trying to make a quick interception, but it's Kimmich on the ball now. Playing it inside here to Vidal, going for a long shot. It's a great effort off the bar. That is really, really unlucky. How on earth we're not winning? We've had a plethora of chances, but we still haven't taken the lead. Now it's going to be Kimmich, played back to Alaba in a really good position. We need to put those ones on target at least. Jesus Christ. So unfortunately, in the end, it's going to be a 0-0 draw for us. I'm not really too sure how it's ended 0-0, but it has done. I feel like we should have scored a few chances that we didn't. Most notably, that penalty. That really could have changed the game. But on the day, it just wasn't meant to be, and my poor finishing really did let me down. But this is where we are going to end off this episode of this career mode, and hopefully you have enjoyed. And if you have enjoyed this episode of the Bayern Munich career mode series, make sure you leave a like on the video. And if you are new around here as well, make sure you do subscribe. If you're not already following me on Twitter as well, there will be a link in the description down below, and I highly recommend you do so. But apart from that, guys, I'm going to have to leave it there, and I'll see you next time for another video. Thanks for watching.